Welcome, welcome. This is round 8 this week of Gran Turismo World Championships. World Challenge, I should say. This week we're at Fuji International Speedway. Like a track, nice big, long, fast straight. Heavy braking zone into turn 1, and this week the boys featuring the OnlyFans skins, and that's because there's definitely some rain expected in this race. 16 laps. Let's get straight into it and see the chaos unfold. Good start by SimDudeSA. Rich in second, come up on the inside there. Oh, Rich gets a very good dive bomb into turn 1, taking the lead momentum for the Rich now. So some of the boys missing from this race, but a little bit smaller grid, but yeah, still some challenging events about to unfold. Don applying the pressure early on Rich. It's going to be a very, very tight battle between Wade, Rich and Don. The boys have been putting a lot of practice in for this track. So I think, as you can see, we're in the Lamborghini Huracan GT3, and it's quite a difficult track for this car. The Lamborghini is quite loose on the rear end, so the boys are going to have to really put down the power nice and smoothly. Don trying to get the slipstream up and down the main straight. He has definitely achieved so. Let's see who's got the bigger balls and brakes later. Oh, Rich covering the inside line there, doing a successful job of blocking Donny on the exit. Great racing. Wade just in the background there. Don can feel that if he fucks up, Wade will be right on him. And oi, how the boys doing here? Laaties in his beautiful Barbie skin. Yeah, it's beautiful. Wee, getting a little bit loose there. So exit speed's very, very important on this track. It's quite a flowy track. If you miss your racing line, your next corner is pretty much compromised, and you're going to lose a lot of ground and space. So the battle's still quite hot here in the front. Don right on Rich, still giving him no breathing room. Rich really having to keep his racing lines neat and clean, and watch for Don sneaking up on the inside. So we're coming to the last corner again. Don taking a wider line. We'll try and get the cut back here, see if he can gain some speed on Rich down the main straight. A little bit further back this lap. I think he'll be able to, well, Rich will be able to cover off him a little bit better this lap into turn 1. Wade not too far behind now. Unknown Prince up into 4th. Laaties in 5th, and Spillage up in 2nd. Just gonna leave it here, boys. You're gonna see how tight the racing was between Don and Rich. very close racing here. Oh, Laaties, yeah, Laaties doing well. Wait, just touch back. Oh, Don going down the outside again. Rich covering off the inside once again. Don unable to make the pass into the first corner. Very close racing here. So the boys have the choice of soft tires, intermediates and wets only during this race. So this racing is very close. Don trying different lines to see if he can gain a little more speed out of the corners to catch Rich out. Don very close this time round. This is going to be a very tight one down the main straight. What is Rich going to do here? The boys side by side now. Oh, Rich covering that inside line so well. Donnie a little bit early on the brakes there. So Mount Fuji is in Oyama in Japan, and you can see there on the right hand side of the screen you can see Mount Fuji in the background, and that's why it's called Fuji International Speedway. And it was first opened in 1965 and it's been owned by Toyota since the year 2000. 4.5 kilometers long. Only an elevation change of around 40 meters. Wade using a little bit of steam here. Oh, still right behind, not far. Don coming up on the inside, on the tail of Rich again. Let's see what Rich covering that inside line, just not allowing Don to get the inside of this next corner. And I think that's really helping him keep his place here. So the boys going to start thinking about tires pretty soon, as well as those fuel levels. Going to be thinking about pit stops, if not this lap, definitely the next lap if they have enough fuel to carry on. Looks like they're both going to be diving into the pits. So both Rich and Don in. Wade, looks like he has enough fuel for another lap, so he's extending his lead, his stint. Wade possibly running a slightly different fuel map there to save some fuel. Unknown Prince into the pits as well. Donnie and Rich both going for a new set of tyres. Rich coming out earlier, only taking just over half tank there. Don going out with a little bit of a heavier fuel load. Unknown Prince in and Laaties in. So only Wade choosing to do a slightly extended stint. Well, up Wadey. Definitely going to have to make stop this lap though. So Don aka SimDude comes out just behind Spillage. Spillage choosing to give Donnie the line. Oh, Spillage also not making a stop yet. It's also running a completely different fuel map there, looks like it. Still carrying quite a bit of fuel. Or did you make an early pit stop? I think Spillage might have made an early pit stop. Wade diving in now, breathing on fumes. So he'll be coming in, and Rich should come flying past him to take the lead. Meow! Ciao, Eddie. Don aka SimDude right behind him. Got a 3.5 second gap. They're taking a much lighter fuel load here. It's a very different strategy. Yeah, beautiful 69 Don. How's the number of that car? 69 OnlyFans adults. Beautiful livery. Wade's still pushing. Unknown Prince just behind Wade, a couple of seconds up the road. But Laaties, if he holds his position, will be able to give up the Barbie skin. A Spillage with a 6-second penalty. That must have been definitely a pit stop error there, buddy. Unlucky. Don just around the corner from Rich. So Rich experienced a little bit of a technical error in this race, so I just want to keep on board so we can see what happened. And I think it might have been this corner already. Lap obviously. Don putting down fastest lap. Wait, not far behind Don now. Unknown Prince grabbing himself a penalty there. Looks like a track limit. Might have been where Rich had his technical issue. Maybe it wasn't a technical issue, maybe it was just a little bit too much gas. Rich losing it there and giving the place back to Don, who's going to have to work hard now to catch up. Wade now sniffing Rich there. Well, so these two boys have had a great little battle for this second place in the leaderboard. So Wade probably very happy about this. You can see Rich in his sights. You can smell the shark blood. So the boys will start seeing the clouds slightly coming into their screen. Clouds forming slightly. They know the rain is inevitable somewhere along this race, thanks to our OnlyFans skin. The wetter the better. Rich with a mistake on this lap. I think he makes another. Oh, Rich boy, got nothing to blame but yourself, brother. Look at this. Hey. Cheers, Wadey. Yeah, Rich. Can't blame me, rig ya, boy. It's all you, bruh. So Wade getting that crucial pass on Rich after Rich decides that riding into the barriers is better than just keeping it on track. Losing a respectable lead, but that's it. So Laaties in for his second pit stop. Looks like the boys are getting nervous of those rain clouds. One or two of the gents coming out onto wet tyres a little bit premature. And what does Laaties do? Laaties does that as well. Seeing those rain clouds, making his pit stop early and coming onto wets. But on a dry track, it's going to be a very difficult racing line here. Oh, sorry. That wasn't so clever. The boys, the rain clouds looking ominous. SimDude still putting on some fast laps here with another 140 and a 139. Two 139s now. Really pushing hard. Wade also getting a bit nervous and looks like he's having to put for fuel, but gonna have to make a call on whether he goes into wets or not, because the rain is definitely on its way. Rich choosing to stay out. Where's Unknown Prince? Yeah, Unknown Prince having a very quiet race here, hey? Just doing his thing. Also making his pit for some new tyres. Is he going to come out on wets as well? What's Wadey going to be doing? Wadey coming out on a set of intermediates. That's a gamble, boy. That's like that OnlyFans hitting it raw. Wade taking a real gamble here. Let's see if that pays out for him, or if he catches something along the way. I meant to spin, guys. I meant to spin. Unknown Prince also coming out with some intermediates here. The boys taking a risk in their OnlyFans liveries here. Some guys taking a little more protection than others. Let's see if it pays out for them. So Don, the tyres a little worse for wear there. Also going to be anticipating that rain, making the dive into the pits now. Feeling a little bit nervous. All the boys feeling a little bit nervous, eh? Boys get a little bit nervous when it gets a bit wet, eh? I think a lot of boys can agree to that. Rich throwing it all out there and taking a risk. Taking back the lead. Let's hopefully he can hold it. Still going to have to make that pit for wets somewhere along the line. But risking it to get his first place back. Don coming out on wets on a dry track. Hey, the boys really feeling nervous here. Oh, let's see how this plays out. Don Wadey's intermediates looking a little bit shot there already. Unknown Prince as well. Tyre Wear is very hard on a dry track when you've got wets and intermediate tyres on. How's British looking? Yeah, not too bad on softs, sticking it out as well. And Laaties wet tyres looking absolutely worse for wear on a dry track. Yeah, that's going to really hurt his race. Looks like the rain is definitely incoming now. It should start to hit the track in a moment. Rich gonna have to make that pit stop now. And it does indeed, as the rain starts to fall, so holding a good strategy here. Don will be very, very happy about that. And unluckily though, those wet tyres are a little bit worn, which is not going to help. But Rich into the pits, going to be putting on a set of those wets. Wadey and Don coming down the main straight, so should come out ahead of Rich when he makes his exit out of the pits. Don here ready into the first corner. And Wade makes the pass. It's on intermediates though, so it's going to be quite difficult for Wade, yeah? On intermediates. Which coming out now, beautiful set of weights there. Going to have all the grip in the world. Wade's going to feel those worn intermediates in this very heavy conditions. Spillage making his way in. Perfect strategy there for him as well. Unknown Prince, whoa, very used tyres in a very wet conditions. How's Laaties doing here? Very used set of wets on a very wet track. Not having to take it very easy around these corners. Rich trying to make up some ground. Oh, he does get Wadey, luckily. Wadey on those intermediates going to have a little bit less grip than Rich. Don still with a little bit of a healthy lead there onto our last lap. Wade not far behind. And then Prince taking it quite easy as well. Oh, Tokyo drift, boy. Getting it a bit wrong there. Is he going to lose a place? No, he's got quite a bit of gap behind him. Spillage, hey, with another second. seconds, boy. There's been penalties from the pits, not doing you well today, boy. And Laaties having to take it very easy on a pretty bold set of west by now. Don on the last lap here. Should take the win. Rich looks like he's a little bit too far behind to make the catch up to Don. Oh, Don getting a little bit wide. Oh, Don losing it in the wets. Is this going to allow Rich to come past? Let's go. Oh, Rich just getting the pass. Don on literally a couple of last corners here. Don making an awful mistake there in the wet. Rich, after 2 spins, coming out with a good strategy. Let's watch the boys come over the line. Rich taking the much needed win here to gain some valuable points back. Don coming through in second, and Wade right behind there in third. That's a great race, boys. Top 3 really performed well here, I must say. Unknown Prince having a reasonably quiet race here in the middle. Sneaking in and taking some valuable points in fourth. Well up to you, Unknown Prince, aka Dom. Great race by you as well, gents. Spillage coming through and gonna take 5th place. Watch him come past, come through his last few corners. Yeah, when I get wet like this, the boys have to be really, really careful. To put himself in the barriers. Spillage are about to come through and take a 5th place there. And Laaties, even though it lost in 6th place in the championship because there were some boys missing this race, still going to take home some valuable points and coming through and finishing the race. But well up, boys. This was a very, very difficult race this week. Unpredictable. The timing of the rain was quite tough to judge. But appreciate all the boys making it out and giving us an entertaining race. Thanks to everyone who watches, and we'll see you next week for round 9. Ciao for now.